everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday for your lunch hour. We're so appreciative that you are joining us for another Suite Talk. We have an awesome show today, a very timely show. And I want to just thank you again for joining us today. As always, today our show is presented by Suite Life SoCal magazine. We have just dropped our fall issue recently. It's our foodie issue, and we are excited about it. So please subscribe today. Go to suitelifesocal.com to subscribe today. And also brought to you by Noise Within. August Wilson's Radio Golf is being performed there beginning on October 16th. Gotta go check them out. August Wilson is always a winner, and we thank A Noise Within for bringing this production to the city of Pasadena. Okay, one more thing. Suite Life SoCal, in partnership with Life is a Journey of Escapes and Overton Travel, is presenting our second Suite Escape, and is so excited about it. It is coming to Greece in 2023. That is June 8th through the 17th, where we will tour through Athens, Mykonos, and Santorini. So book today, book now. And I am your host, Sarah Harris, publisher of Suite Life SoCal magazine. Today's show, very, very timely and very, very dear to our hearts. It's about the arts and everything that it represents, expression, culture, entertainment, and it's just so important to us. And with what is happening in recent actions for our city council that we are dealing with, we know that racism and anti-hate and issues with equity and inclusion is always going to be something that we need to stay on top of. And so addressing DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion within the arts is a subject that needs to be had as well. So that's why we have our two guests today featured in our current issue of Suite Life SoCal magazine is Miss Berlinda Fontenot-Jamerson, who is the board chair of Destination Crenshaw. Got diversity on the brain. Destination Crenshaw board chair. And we also have marketing pro and arts advocate, Miss Carol Hall, who is owner of Carol Hall and Associates. Let me bring them both in. Here's Miss Carol Hall.
Good morning.
And Berlinda. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me today.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you both?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. Good. Carol, I was looking at you earlier. You're giving me some of a Debbie Allen vibe. I don't know if people told you that, but
I just thank you.
The essence of Debbie Allen right there. So
I am flattered. She's one of my heroes.
Yes, indeed.
I never miss her hot chocolate nutcracker every year.
See, there we go, right off the top, advocating for the arts.
Yes, yes.
So I wanted to start off with Destination Crenshaw. And of course, we have, again, Ms. Berlinda Fontenot-Jamerson, who is board chair of Destination Crenshaw. And as we talk about the arts, we have the Destination Crenshaw is championing regarding arts in our community. And so in terms of perfect for this conversation, wanted to be able to have you to kind of come on and talk a bit about the importance with this project of the place that art has within it, and tell us a little bit about the project itself.
All right, happy to do it. Destination Crenshaw is actually a reparative development project and it will be the largest Black public art project in the United States and arguably the world. Ultimately, the project will commission more than 100 works by Black artists who have strong ties to Los Angeles. And what we hope to be able to do is create a pipeline of work and jobs for emerging, seasoned, and internationally renowned artists. But the project is also much more than art. The mission is nothing less than to place a cultural stamp on Blackness along the Crenshaw Boulevard, a stamp akin to those of like Chinatown and Mariachi Plaza, Koreatown, and other enclaves. You know, you think about Los Angeles, and we are the only ones that don't have what they call a Black town. You know, so Destination Crenshaw will be, and I like to say Destination Crenshaw will become what Harlem is for New York. When you think of Harlem and New York, we want folks to think, when they see and hear about Destination Crenshaw, we want them to think of Los Angeles and the Black community of Los Angeles. And so in addition to art, there will be new pocket parks. Will line the project site. It's a 1.3 mile project from Slauson to about Leimert Park. And it really is. Destination Crenshaw was a LA's creative, collaborative, and community-led response to what was thought to be an injustice when the Metro Rail folks planned the Crenshaw LAX train that would slice down the center of Black Los Angeles through the main thoroughfare, which is Los Angeles. They really didn't do a good job of connecting with the community to see what their needs and interests were. So the train is traveling at street level instead of underground, where it is in many other districts and communities. And longtime residents and business owners were really pissed off about it, because imagine what that does to parking in the area. Sorry about that. So you know, there were like 300 business parking spaces and 400 trees and things that had been removed to make way for the train coming through, and something the train would bring obviously tourists from LAX into the city, but we wanted to also create a way for those tourists to get off that train and to patronize the LA businesses. So there would be new pockets with the development of this project. And by the way, it's been underway for quite a while. You know, quite research and talk and engagement with the local community to learn what their needs and interests. How, you know, we had to have buy-in, because there's going to be some beautiful and very exciting projects, but we want the community to be the keeper of our stuff, so to speak.
Right.
So,
and I think that's very one of the key things within this whole project is that the voice of the community is paramount within it, to make sure that it's expressing the culture that's here within where we're at.
And I believe that the more authentic we can make that expression, it has greater attraction for not just all people in our country visiting Los Angeles, but particularly the international community that does come, and they're looking to partake and taste of that authentic African-American Los Angeles culture. And so just like folk come to New York, they want to go to Harlem, people coming to Los Angeles will want to go to Destination Crenshaw. Exactly. It's a good thing.
And leverage the fact that the train coming out of LAX, which is an international, you know, Los Angeles being a destination place, you know, we're trying to build up public transportation so people don't have to drive so many cars. So that train, ideally, as it comes through, makes its way down from the airport. It'll come, you know, south or north, depending on which way you're going, through Crenshaw Boulevard. And so we're want to create this area that will compel them to, like, you know, I want to get off and see what this is. I want to buy some food. I want to attend, you know, participate in the, you know, go to the pocket parks that will be lining that area. We'll go to the restaurants and patronize those businesses along the way. We want it to be a compelling notion for people to want to get off the train at the stops and walk the path.
And if we think Taste of Los Angeles, Taste of Soul, this Saturday is going to be well populated, imagine in the future when it is internationally known. Sentinel presents this, Taste of Soul in Los Angeles.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, another great a destination, as it were, for Los Angeles of being the Taste of Soul is a prime example of that.
Yes.
And so to continue to build upon this, and such a perfect name of Destination Crenshaw, having it because it is a destination for people, and it's also a learning and engaging experience for people. And it's so great to have that kind of landmark that we're creating here in the LA area.
For the whole family.
For the whole family.
More opportunities to do things as a family. I mean, intergenerational, little children to grandma and grandpa coming out together to partake of the arts and the culture and the taste of soul along Destination Crenshaw.
And the idea that it really will become a place of awe. I mean, our planning is well underway. Trust me, I've been involved in councils that have been involved and giving their input, the construction and the design and all that. We're planning, for example, to replant, more than 800 trees back into the area, over the 30,000 square feet of sustainable land.
I cannot wait to see that, because we are deprived of some trees in our area. We need that beautification. We need it for environmental reasons. We need it to breathe, and so I'm so happy and looking forward to that.
Yeah,
for sure. And now that the trains has also started to finally roll, we're really, it's like, it's in that same metaphor. We got this train moving now. We, going down the track to keep progressing forward. So I can't really wait to see the whole full realization of this project come to be. I love the renderings, and I really, how when you see renderings, you really want it to be just like how those renderings are. Clean, open, green spaces, and the people really just taking in the whole experience.
And the other thing that I'm most proud about is I'm an old HR professional, a lot of years in corporate America in human resources and community relations. And so this was really important to me, the fact that we put this project together and had also it was also designed to fuel construction careers and developing all kinds of job opportunities. We have worked, and it was quite a job to do this. This is most unprecedented. We have a 70% local hiring requirement. So we're working with the unions, and we want the hiring requirement to be Black folks from the community. That's the high priority. That's unprecedented. Most of them get 40 or 50%. That's amazing. And we have literally contracted with the unions to work towards the 70% goal hiring, and including creating apprenticeship programs where we go out, reach out to our young people. We have a relationship and a program with LA Trade Tech and with Long Beach City College, where we engage young people and pay them literally to go and take the courses.
That's important, because so often we put all of our emphasis on our young people going away to college.
Right,
and
exactly.
Clearly, I support a college education, but what we need to be supporting is education.
Right.
Education.
Right.
And it can be trade, it can be technical. It need not be BS or 4 years of college or
Well, college is not for everyone. One of my nephews told, he says, Auntie, and this is a very bright kid too, but he says, I'm good with my hands, so I know, he said, well, I understand the importance, especially as I get older and as, generations come. But he said, I think I can make some really good money as an electrician. or as a plumber or as a
We need them.
right?
Definitely need them.
Definitely
Okay.
important. Definitely
So
important.
that's why
So,
this is so critical.
Yes.
we have, it's not necessarily a comment, I mean, a question, but it's a comment saying good afternoon to both of you. Great conversation from Miss Yolanda Davis Overstreet. Just
Now
popping that
that's an
in there.
outstanding young woman who's doing a lot in the realm of safety, particularly
Okay.
bicycle and pedestrian safety in the West Adams area. And she has very impactful film out there right now called Biking While Black.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Biking While Black.
Well, congratulations to you,
Hi,
Yolanda.
Yes, we need to say
Yolanda.
thank you and hello to you, Yolanda. And thank you for
Again,
your
that's
good work.
Biking While Black. Okay.
Biking While Black.
Well,
And
congratulations to you.
she's been instrumental in helping us get those bike and pedestrian walkways improved in the West Adams area.
Wonderful.
That is
Yes.
So I am going to bring in real quick as we transition to more of the topic of arts and DEI. This is our current issue, and just kind of wanted to pop in related to the feature that we have in the magazine, The Artist's Way, Balancing the DEI Composition in the Arts, written by Ms. Lisa J. Baxter. And check it out. It's a great piece that we would love for you to take a look at. And we also have some spotlights of arts and entertainment. So now, Carol.
Yes.
You are just like a dog with a bone, or just about the importance of arts in our life, also about equity, diversity, equity, and inclusion, having better representation in our arts and opportunities. And not only that, most importantly, when we have productions like Radio Golf, it needs to be supported. It needs to be attended. We need to go out and support and let them know that we appreciate having productions as such in our lives, and therefore we have many more of them. So
Yes.
speak to us about your mission, your calling.
Well,
with
it's very, thank you, Sarah. It's very succinct. I am what you might call an eclectic. I am an eclectic. I love the arts. I mean, I love botanical gardens, architecture, theater, restaurants, fashion designers. I love the arts. And I believe that they add so much to the quality of our living. It helps improve our communication as we experience a variety of the arts, presented by the various cultures. You learn a lot. It improves your communication. It then improves our relationships as people. Philadelphia is known as the city of brotherly love. Los Angeles should be known as the city of people of love, because we have such a rich variety of people here, and they are reflected in the arts. And for our children, Amazing Grace Conservatory is an outstanding performing arts academy for children from, I think, ages 8 through 18. And all of their productions are just incredible, make you stand on your feet. We have so many great theaters within Los Angeles, and I love theater in particular. Clearly, the Center Theater Group, our premier producing theater with the Amundsen, the Mark Taper Forum, the Kirk Douglas Theater. In fact, Clyde's comes up November 15, and that's a new Lynn Nottage play about some folk at a diner creating a new sandwich, but they learned that a hero is more than a sandwich. Just a wonderful play coming in November. And then, of course, one of my all-time favorites, Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Times of the Temptations. Now, I tell you,
one of my favorites.
coming to the Amundsen, that's one where you will have to almost sit on your hands as you keep popping your fingers throughout it all. And you'll want to be singing along with My Girl. Just an outstanding show. And that's going to be here December 13th through January 1. And what a great way to come together with family and friends and celebrate the holidays. One of the things I also push a great deal with theater is it becomes an excellent way to raise funds for your nonprofit group or organization. Get tickets, go as a group. You get a discount on the tickets, then you can add a little more to it, and you can raise funds for all of the good works of your organization, and you don't have to have another chicken dinner. Lunch. I mean, come on now. Just go. Just get group tickets and go. And we saw 2 other plays upcoming. One, A Christmas Carol at the A Noise Within. And that every year is one of those plays that you just need to go as a family and see A Christmas Carol. And, kind of pray for Ebenezer Scrooge. He's
Ebenezer Scrooge needs some prayer. Okay.
Well, we all need prayer, but Ebenezer Scrooge in particular. But A Christmas Carol, and that's the beauty of Los Angeles. Whatever your taste, it is available. Like I love little theaters like Town Street Theater, Roby Theater, East West Players. Had a great show recently about the Jerry Curl. I mean, it was just phenomenal.
I remember the Jerry Curl.
Yes.
We have Miss Monique Bacon commenting about Fernando Pullen Performing Arts Academy has impacted lives as well.
Definitely.
Shout out to Fernando Pullen Performing Arts Academy. Thank you, Monique.
And he's right there at Degnan and 43rd. In Lamert Park. And he has been doing great works with our young people for many years. I think I first met him when he was at Washington Prep. And then he went to Hamilton for a while, Hamilton High, or as the kids call it, ham and cheese. But anyway, he has been doing great work in our community. And then there's the Latino Theater downtown, which shares space with Roby Theater. Now, those are just the theaters. Now, don't get me started on the museums.
Oh, my goodness.
The museums.
We have so many of those. But what it just goes to show is the cultural mecca that we have here in Southern California and
the variety.
And the diversity of it all and the importance of that. We need it because it further builds us up as people. If it makes us aware what other people go through, and understanding that what things happen in our cultures that make you cook food a certain way, or make you listen to music or construct music, produce music in a certain way. I mean, all of these things have influences in our lives, and it's important for us to know and appreciate and learn them from what others are going through.
It will help with building our level of respect for one another. And to
pass our stories along too. It's like one of my desires is for our young people, our kids, carry that legacy forward. They don't know where, I always refer, I have such a large family, I refer back to them sometimes.
How wonderful.
What's a pig feet? People eat pig feet, and I don't, but it is in our culture, it is, we didn't have any choice.
But understanding why we eat pig feet.
Right.
Why? Because we were thrown the scraps, right?
Exactly.
And so we made gourmet meals out of those scraps.
That's right. And today you go to a restaurant and see what you're paying for. Gumbo used to be scraps,
No longer.
you know, now you could pay $50 for a bowl of gumbo if you happen into the right or wrong, depending on your perspective, restaurant. You know,
Right.
Yes.
that used to be scraps. As you pull together what you could, you know, get that
Well,
shrimp, the crow dies, and the chicken, and the whatever you can find. You know,
It's mighty funny to me how those things are the things that just taste the best.
yes,
Because
indeed,
we whip it
indeed,
up and we make it we make it with love,
Mhm.
yes.
right? And so therefore it can't help but to just be the best tasting thing that you ever had.
But both of you all are speaking to something that we have got to get, I believe, better at celebrating. And that is the diversity that is available here. I've been blessed to be able to travel globally, but right here in Los Angeles, you can travel globally
Yes, you
with
can.
great authenticity for the variety of cultures that we have. And
Mm-hmm.
as you partake of these various cultures, I
Mm-hmm.
believe it improves your understanding of
Mm-hmm.
people, the fellowship of people,
Mm-hmm.
and connects us better and makes us a city of people love, like
Mm-hmm.
brotherly love, a city, Los Angeles, a city of people love. You see, I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel as though my block, my neighborhood rather, is just the block that I live on. My neighborhood is the entire city. So let us begin to celebrate that by
Mm-hmm.
getting out. The pandemic has still some safeguards we must watch, but it is
Right.
time to come together, to fellowship. I have nothing against these wonderful screens we have in our homes and sound systems and comfortable sofas, but there's nothing like
Right.
being in the company of a variety of people,
Mm-hmm.
partaking of a museum exhibit or a play or in a restaurant. Let us get back to fellowshipping with one another and supporting the arts so that when our children grow up and want to have some place to present, the arts are
Mm-hmm.
still available. The institutions, either the ones we've known or new ones that are being created, but we must support the arts.
Yes, for sure. For sure. I want to thank Miss Connie Bass looking at our stream on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. She's
Oh,
excited
thank you,
to
Connie.
join in with us today, and we just appreciate you too. Thank you, Connie.
Thank you.
She
Hi,
is a
Connie.
major supporter of the arts also through the Hazelton Institute that is helping put art instruction, music instruction, particularly in the public schools. That is the mission of Connie's program.
Mm-hmm. I longtime friend of her. I met her when she was working at LAX,
Yes,
um, and just she's just been a mainstay for in my life as well. I appreciate you both joining me here today. I think that this is just a very timely conversation as
thank you,
we
Sarah.
discuss. Yes,
Appreciate your
because if
invitation.
anything, it shows that we need to stop with all of the denigration of one another. Learn more, find out more about your people and different cultures, and celebrate that.
Yes,
Because it's more power in the collective of us than us just as separate. And so this was just so amazing for me. And Carol, you stay with it. I mean, she's been in the trenches working with Center Theater Group
A
and
Noise Within,
Noise
Skylight,
Within,
Town Street. Yes,
all of them.
Rogan.
And I tell you, you guys have no, let me hear it. Listen, come close. Come close.
Close,
You have no, I'm talking to Noise Within and Center Theater Group, all the rest of them. You don't have a stronger advocate for not just plays of color, for like cast and productions of color, but for
No,
all of the arts. You have
all.
no stronger advocate than in Carol Hall. Trust me.
I'm an eclectic. I'm an eclectic, and I'm proud of it.
Okay,
yeah.
love it. And for me, at my core, I'm a creative person.
Yes,
One
you
of
are.
my trades is graphic design. So, I of course have a passion for all of the arts as well, because I find that through creativity, that's where we get visionary ideas and innovation and expressions and to tell the story. And so within creation is just at the core of us. So I
And
just find that
I must add that every issue you produce, it's quarterly, is a work of art. And everyone watching, listening must subscribe. We have got to support our institutions. You've got to subscribe to Suite Life. It is a work of art. It's a coffee table magazine.
There we go. Love it. I appreciate. Thank you for that endorsement right there.
Yes, it is.
I love it. Yes, please go to suitelifesocal.com and subscribe today. We are quarterly, and we put our love and whole heart into it. I adore my Suite team of writers and photographers, and my editor,
and
Angela Jackson. My sales manager, Lance Washington, all of them, I just love and adore them because I can't do it alone myself. So thank you.
And I appreciate, Sarah, your team and the vision and the mission that you have created for your magazine. We need more. We need more of you. And to everyone's point, we have to support you. We have to provide meaningful support to Black businesses.
And speaking of Black businesses, Sarah has become the new president of the Black Business Association.
Yes.
And so it too will not only survive, but thrive. I'm into surviving and thriving. And we have got to support our institutions, the arts, our businesses, and most of all, one another. We have got to be more supportive, loving, caring, thoughtful of one another, and the diversity that we each carry that should be valued, respected at least.
Yes, I think we're all on the same page within this, and know that we remain in vigilant and in the struggle in the fight to have better tolerance and acceptance across the board.
And help our children to
because we need to make sure that they have a better world than what we it needs to be better, so each generation make it better. Okay, thank you, ladies. This has been great, wonderful show for the lunch hour on our Thursday afternoon. And I appreciate you so much. Check out their feature in our fall issue. And until next, we have a great show tomorrow. Tomorrow is about our trip to Greece. I can't wait. Greece is going in June 23. So please check out our show with Miss Betty Lamar and Lori Overton of Overton Travels. We're going to have a great show tomorrow at noon. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye for today.
Thank you.
Let's pray it up.
Yes, indeed.